Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can find really good
We all got internet personas, we hide behind, we all got demons deep inside us, we try to hide, and I forgot who it is I truly am long ago, but I'll keep searching for it while I can. I knew a boy who could outline a shape in a second. His display was eclectic in a way that was second to none. He had a hand that swam like fish in the seas, and a pen stroke could bring any critic to his knees. It was beautiful, flowing like the blood inside my arteries. He painted hearts as targets and was practicing his archery, mastering the artistry he carried in his chest, until at best it was a godsend and worst was a part of me, till suddenly things began to seem different. Moods dissipated into blue and gray pigments. With surface-wise, his screen names were never inefficient as a method to communicate that happiness was with him. So a couple thousand people saw a perfectly innocuous complexion, while I was trying to talk him through depression. The lesson to be learned is that your heroes aren't invincible, just normal folks who often need expression. So pause and leave a message. If you want, they'd probably appreciate it. Internet personas, we hide behind, we all got demons deep inside us, we try to hide, and I forgot who it is I truly am long ago, but I'll keep searching for it while I can. I knew a person who could cultivate the words that they align in a way that could coerce a train to fly. A perfect state of mind in which to learn creative rhymes until their person was unburdened by the verses they designed and they began to lose their touch. The little quirks in all their writing became terse and uninviting, and ingesting any lettering they surgeoned into life instead of being entertainment was inert and just absurd, and all the work was fucking tiring, and suddenly they were writing less and less. In spite of their success, they saw no light and second guessed the creativity they harbored in their heart. There's only so much fucking artwork you can make till you forget the way to start. So a couple million people saw some dipping in the frequency of music while they fought idiosyncrasy that slept as mental illness and woke as some peculiar trait of thought that masqueraded as a symptom of a hindering delinquency. I hope that all these words have made you think of me. Internet personas, we all got 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 internet personas. I just want my hand held, I ain't talking Game Boys, and I ain't been in magazines, but me and you can play, boy. I'm looking for the same joy, the same touch and smolder that I get when I lay my head down on your shoulder, that's real. I always want to know how you feel, you've bring me out my Great Depressions. I think you're the New Deal. I'm staring at you in the mirror like fucking blue steel, wide-eyed smiling. I'm just trying to help your mood heal. So if there's anything that I can do to help the weaker side of you, just let me know and I can move my schedule up and down. I'm sorry if I haven't been the best at how I'm managing the problems that I'm handling. My head was in the ground, and truly it's a miracle that you are even near me. Whether fruitless or endearing, I'll be happy you're around. And if you're feeling terrible, your sickness is unparalleled, your headache is unbearable, just step into the sound. I don't mind at all, my ibuprofen and my Tylenol are yours at the sound of your siren's call. Cause I ain't letting you hurt tonight at all, tonight at all. I don't mind at all, my ibuprofen and my Tylenol are yours at the sound of your siren's call. Cause I ain't letting you hurt tonight at all, tonight at all. Oh. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. I just want my hand held, hands held. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. I just want my hand held, I just want my hand held.
says redundant things. Can I not think? Will you love this part of me? My lover is the day I can't forget. Furthering my distance from you. Realistically, I can't leave now, but I'm okay as long as you keep me from going crazy. Keep me from going crazy.
This is that once in a lifetime.
Yeah. Once in a lifetime, a golden opportunity. Golden like the sand that you finally took me through. The sea was holding tight my hand while I dipped a toe into the sea. I smiled like an idiot, but you still sort of sleuthing me. Hair up beautifully, considering the future. We were hitting up the candy shop and I felt truly super. Had never seen a place and time that I would stay in place to see that question resting on our minds. Like, would you run away with me? Yeah, okay, how about it? We could start a new life, living beach house days and garden view nights. It made me think back to high school, starting food fights across from all my best friends. Like, y'all are too nice, but now the heart of moonlight hits and we'll just watch the stars dance. Attempt to mimic them until our little hearts can't take any more of that vacant Asian decor. When it breaks and then we can make for the door and depart fast. Honestly, you look like Mozart sounds. You're a warm embrace compared to the cold hard ground. The chicken noodle soup when I've been fretting sick in bed. It's like expecting death and restlessness and then catching a kiss instead. You're a myth that's said to hide via love, an angel that was once thought to reside in skies above. You're the sand between my toes when the high tide comes. Matter of fact, you're the air that's inside my lungs. You had sand in your hair and your fingernails, trying to find a good spot in the shade. I suggested that we put up all our things for sale. You suggested we just up and run away. I had sweat on my palms and across my face, thinking if we did it, would it go well? I suggested we don't wait even one more day. You suggested that I bring my favorite shells. Well, I'm finally moving on to greener grass and bluer skies. Never thought I'd ever feel conclusive in this stupid life, but here I am, often contemplating suicide. Didn't feel so do or die before when blew my mind. It changed me for the worse or for the better, I don't know these days. Ruined all my favorite songs, I used to have them on replay. Now if they are echoing throughout living spaces, I simply start to panic through my eyes' precipitation. Think I'm quite different from the guy I was a year ago. More than numbers changed, I'm dumb, estranged, and kinda fearing those who judge me by my music and critique my personality. I used to be sweet, I guess she ripped that person out of me. Everyone who doubted me is looking terse and cowardly. Suppose that it's the price I pay when leaking verses out of these hands that I use as a tool, never weaponry, for taking hold of pens and turning ink into effigies. Remember me when I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Excuse me, sir. If you could do me one favor and just remember me forever, then I'll pay you back later. I know I say that a lot, in need of paper a lot. I probably should get a real job, start making some guap. But to be truthful, I feel as though I should be handed everything, but not a sense of entitlement that fuels my greed. It's more the feeling that without these things I will have nothing to live for, while simultaneously not caring enough about life to attain them myself. Sorry, hang on, I'll start rhyming now. Probably got my neighbors screaming, pipe it down, my mic is loud. I wanna make my family proud and kinda make a mark on this planet before I'm gone. They'll say, damn it, he had a smiley frown, a walking oxymoron. Moron off of oxy often, but I'm not talking oxycontin, I'm talking this oxygen I breathe to keep my lungs inflated. Mind estranged and pocket solemn, had a couple bars, my thoughts forgot 'em back in August, autumn. I don't know. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Life has got me feeling discombobulated. In place of common phrases, all I say are awkward statements in every conversation. Often sitting cautious pacing, dropping frames in talks with strangers, making observations in that awful cadence. I've been rather quiet since a sophomore. Every time my voice comes out my mouth, it sounds like nails on a chalkboard, saving pieces shattered. As my age increases faster, I can make my thesis matter if I learn to fucking talk more. But that's just an inkling. Small talk is always shrinking, and this ship will always sink until we fill in all the gaps. I've made some dumb decisions and evaded inhibitions, digging graves for my ambitions just to make it on the map. Which seems ironic at present given my title. Periodically stepping through this recital, I've practiced 1,000 times, messaging with my idols, and definitely sounding like a dumbass when I try though. I treat a SoundCloud page like a diary, and push away all the people who inspire me. Sorry, so afraid of the person I should try to be, and it seems by now they should kinda be sorry. I often sit and wonder how your hand would feel if we were sitting on my carpet sharing chamomile. Keep a lot of little secrets that I can't reveal until we're high at 3 a.m. just sharing chamomile. I often sit and wonder how your hand would feel if we were sitting on my carpet sharing chamomile. Keep a lot of little secrets that I can't reveal until we're high at 3 a.m. just sharing chamomile, I guess. I got a lot of letters that I've written. A few of them I'm tempted to incinerate. They tend to pile up around my desk at the frequency of sadness and dinner plates. It's easy to get lost inside of memories. It's harder to pretend that isn't bothersome. You told me about your favorite kinds of flowers, so I went to the market and I got you some, and I didn't even break down when I left my house. Maybe it'll all be okay. I didn't even get anxious when I went out. Maybe it'll all be okay. You know the words never sound quite right when they leave my mouth. Maybe it'll all be okay. But darling, just finish your tea and we'll go lay down. We can go lay down. I often sit and wonder how your hand would feel if we were sitting on my carpet sharing chamomile. Keep a lot of little secrets that I can't reveal until we're high at 3 a.m. just sharing chamomile. You know it's they, them, as in me and most of mine. Some identical identity, I keep them close beside. Open old wounds, just enough to bleed out older lines, so there's no truths left, and I concede to close my eyes. And even though the sleet and snow are peeking through the blinds, I still meet them on my morning walk, sheepishly surprised. Used to think this skittish brain might need to be inside, till neurosis was a locksmith with a key to where I hide. Now I keep ice on me, that shit froze. Not like diamonds though, it's April and we still been getting snow, but me and all my friends are about to hit the road. Not for tour though, I really just enjoyed it when we drove, cause you're way less likely to get stared at by an old white man in a moving car. And yes, I see that really neat flag on your window. Are you quite aware that you guys lost the war? And yes, I did use the gender neutral bathroom. What is your concern with what I've got going on? You can fight me in this Walmart if you really want to, but when you get your ass beat, don't pull out your AR. And yes, my fucking nails are painted. What you think I didn't know? Yes, I wore a skirt today. What's with all the rigmarole? Yes, I've got some makeup on it. Yes, bitch, I look beautiful. So before you ask another question, you can get to getting ghost.
Hey Kate, are we still on for 8 o'clock? The way I talk about this, you could probably tell that I don't date a lot. I left the gate unlocked so you could inch right to the porch. You'll see my Honda in the drive, I kinda wish it were a Porsche. I'm real excited though, of course. We'll take a walk around the block and do the things that people do in indie films, like play lacrosse and set up barbecues and make kebabs. There's a casino near my house and we can play the slots. With you I think I'd take the odds. I made a tray of tater tots that we could take with Jaeger shots and watch Invader Zim and Netflix nature docs. In case you're not a fan, I got you covered. We could play Catan or stake a bonfire until the break of dawn while making trays and paper swans. It's stupid, but I've clicked your OkCupid profile 20 times rereading messages. It's funny how we met online, and I confess I still refresh your Instagram to see you in that dress. The color blue was blessed to even coalesce with your caress. I love the ink you had done. My favorites, for example, are the anchor on your neck and carpe diem on your ankle. I'm so thankful that we're meeting. It's a shame it's only noon. 8 more hours and we'll be together, Kate. I'll see you soon. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over. Hey Kate, I didn't get a call back. It's almost 3 now. I just want to make sure things are on track. I put a lot of effort in this, carpeted my whole apartment, bought a cardigan from the bargain bin at my local Target, made an Olive Garden reservation. Fuck, I'm sorry, I'm just worried about you, all. It almost feels like you forgot me. That's what always happens. I'm the one key that doesn't fit the key slots, the fucking vulture in a flock of peacocks, a pair of Crocs and a Foot Locker full of Reeboks. I saw you typing something, don't fuck with me, kid. I swear I saw those 3 dots. I know that you don't tweet lots, that's why I don't DM you. It ticks me off that you delete me when I Facebook friend you. And every date I went to, I get sodas off the menu, then I drink them both cause no one ever shows up to the venue. Stop ignoring what I send you. Can I just have an update? The last we talked was in the morning when you said happy birthday. Wait a second, I see what you're doing, Kate. You almost got me. You're pretending you forgot, so 8 o'clock you'll come and shock me with a chocolate cake while all my friends jump out and shout. Surprise. And I would clutch a knife and we would smile and cut a slice. And I'm so happy that I met you. I really feel like you get me. I respect you. If you let me, I tell you directly. It's unhealthy how I think about you. Let's get married someday. I really wouldn't care about what both my parents would say. And me and you should have our honeymoon in Paris in May, or on a Chesapeake Bay. Jesus, I'm really sorry, it's embarrassing, Kate. With you it's just so fucking easy to get carried away. But anyway, I think that we should celebrate this at the Olive Garden. I just got a card and some red balloons at the dollar market. Call me when you find some parking. I'll just start the order and get ourselves wine and appetizers. You don't need to bring a gift, but if you do, I love surprises. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over. I'm at the Olive Garden. All I've had for breakfast, a bag of Chex Mix, I'm starving. I even got his breadsticks. I've been here for an hour and a half, it's 10:06 now. The candle wicks were getting waxed on a suit that I picked out. The one balloon I tied around your chair is out of air. I brought a pack of Uno cards and I've been playing solitaire. And are you almost here? I feel like I'm having heart attacks. Conversations with you feel like ancient artifacts. I can hear the waitress laughing at me, sitting lonely in my party hat. I just liked your Instagram, I wish that you would heart me back. You're not coming, are you? Much to my chagrin, everything I ever want gets whisked away with gusts of wind. I always knew you'd never come. Sometimes it's nice to just pretend. It must have been disgusting till you want a text I try to send. I don't recall a single night where I'm not lonely at the end. This cold lasagna on this table is my only fucking friend. I'm fucking done. Don't you ever speak to me again. Don't you ever kick DMPM or tweet to me again. Don't you ever think about how we would be if we were one. Kate, I love you and I mean it. You would see if you would come. I'd rip out every atrium I haven't beat them to your drum. And if tonight is inconvenient, I'll meet with you for lunch. Or maybe supper, breakfast, dinner. Heck, I'll treat you to a brunch. I know you try to stay in shape, but we can cheat with a dessert. Or maybe sushi, pizza, burgers. I could beat you to the punch and maybe meet you after work. It's been a week, less than a month that I have known you, but I know now where you go to school and church. It's unbelievable what you can find with just a Google search. In fact, a week ago I took my Honda Civic through the burbs and saw your ass unloading groceries and parked next to the curb. The 7th trip you made, your plastic bag had ripped onto the dirt. Your tangerines were rolling off the pavement out into the curb that I was on, and I got nervous. You would think I was some perv, so I curled down and hid behind the wheel and hoped that you would swerve, but accidentally hit the horn and put the whip into reverse. And every car alarm went off and there's no question that you heard. So look, I'm sorry, Kate, if you think I'm a perv or I'm a creep, but do you even know how hard it was reserving you a seat? There's like 1,000 people here for some event, I would suppose, and every wall is decorated with confetti or with bows. In fact, out in the parking lot, I think I overheard some folks. This dude was talking to his friends, bet out tonight he might propose. And I remember now, he parked his yellow Mustang next to mine. I held the door for him, he smiled at me and made his way inside. And now he's sitting in a section I can see from my direction. Based on his expression, I could tell he didn't pop the question. Now his date is here, but it sucks that I can't see her better. But I could tell just by their hands that they're so happy together. The way their fingers entwine, I bet they'll be happy forever. I see his hand clutching the ring under the napkin he gets her. Now he's whispering her stories about back when he met her. One about how they would never check the app for the weather and leave the house without bringing a coat, a cap, or umbrella, and had their first kiss in the rain, and she was laughing whenever the thunderclaps would scare the dude and he would crack from the pressure. That's a funny story, Kate, I bet we'd have an adventure. It's not too late to meet me, I'm sitting smack dab in the center. You gotta see this shit though, I'll send you a snap or whatever, but first I gotta get up close so I can capture it better and get in front of them like sentences in capital letters. It's ended now, I swear you gotta see these lovers, it's precious. He's wearing yellow and her dress is the same color your dress is. They remind me of me and you, it's sorta like I'm seeing two. She's even got the same tattoo of Carpe Diem that you do. Now they're kissing and I'm wishing someday I could be the groom. I think I'm tearing up, I'm sorry kid, I've got to be excused. It's almost midnight and the management just clearing out the room, but I'm not leaving. They'll have to sweep me, my red balloon, my Uno cards and party hat off of the table with their brooms. I'll sit here till the break of dawn, wait until I can't see the moon. What good's a tulip if you plant it and I wait to see it bloom? You're probably running just a little late, no problem kid, I'll see you soon.
Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over one more time. Let's talk it over. Let's talk it over.
I always knew that we'd be by each other's side forever. Now our time has come, and I'd be satisfied if we died together. Yeah, our climate's fucked, we might as well enjoy the weather. Our time is up, and I'd be satisfied if we died together.
All this talk of greenhouse gases got me taciturn. Let's just stick our tongues out in the poison rain and let the acid burn. And when the earth swings out of orbit, we can spin in circles on the grassy ferns and just pretend to watch its axis turn. And on the bright side, if the sun explodes before our April break, then we won't have to do our tax returns. Here's the way I see it. If we're gonna die, let's do it on romantic terms. Like, we could linger on the boardwalk, watch tsunamis from the turf shore. I'll go get my board shorts and you can bring your surfboard. Maybe we'll hold hands as we get swallowed in the earth's core. Or we can sing a Christmas carol, like a little chorus choir, by 1,000 Christmas trees lit up from a forest fire. And watch the prancing, dashing comets blitz into the forest pyre. Not the reindeer, but the kind that killed the brontosaurus prior and all its dino peers. And if the ice age hits, then we could be rancheros on the high frontier, Anthropocene pioneers, and melt each other's hearts on throwing glaciers in a cryosphere. The worst part is this wasn't always something that we couldn't stop. Like, we lived through every benchmark. I remember me and you read every update about sea levels on our desktop. So if we can't save us, maybe we could save the future from environmental deadlock. Maybe in an era when we're settled into bedrock, a later civ would dig us out and we'd make headlines. Heck, we might even make a TED Talk. And we could write a note like, don't fuck up your planet, please. Look at how things turned out for humanity. And maybe they would read it. Or maybe they would use our carbon molecules and particles from particles as fossil fuel. Maybe it's impossible to change things, but we can try them anyway. Be carbon complex renegades and then decay. And I would hold you near as we're infected by the Zika or Ebola scares, get smoldered by a solar flare, or iced out with the polar bears, I promise.
I always knew that we'd be by each other's side forever. Now our time has come, and I'd be satisfied if we died together. Yeah, our climate's fucked, we might as well enjoy the weather. Our time is up, and I'd be satisfied if we died together. You and I could be capsulated inside a space the size of a minute raisin in quiet and icy stasis. And when the fires slay our cryogenic hideaway, we could try to lie awake and dream about the finer days. Before the roads and paths were frozen ash and plains, and the cities turned to itty-bitty rows of crafts and planes, tracking pavement through the sad arrangements, broken after stains of blood and decimation, separating bones and mass from brains. When the days of old and past decay and exit through the years, we can lay in fields of shattered glass and question why we're here. If so many left this planet without any second chances, why did we awake one morning to a separate time of cheer? But the Queries tend to drift and fade as eeriness can slip away, and hearing me, the loneliness demotes itself to in-your-face awareness of surroundings, like photographs and picture frames. I'm glad to know it's only you and I among the flicking flame. Maybe even time can take a couple minutes off, and we can live forever while the planet is eclipsed in fog. It might boast disaster, dear, but we can sing a different song, and use the White House pillars as a mighty builder's Lincoln logs. Make games of chutes and ladders out of real chutes and ladders in an old apartment complex like we even knew it mattered. Through the battered, beaten, broken bones and factories and open homes, I'm sure we'd survive enough to see the moons of Saturn. Solving puzzles of the universe from Jupiter to Mars, playing scientists to try and say we flew there in our cars. Like, maybe it's not all bad, this scenic view's bizarre, watching hydrocarbon Neptune snow dissolving from the stars. And I never thought I'd say this, but frankly it's been peaceful to escape from that distasteful state of hate, deceit and evil. Sure, a planet to ourselves is quite a journey for two people, but the only time I'm happy for is the time I get to see you.
I always knew that we'd be by each other's side forever. Now our time has come, and I'd be satisfied if we died together. Yeah, our climate's fucked, we might as well enjoy the weather. Our time is up, and I'd be satisfied if we died together.
Look, I won't pretend I understand it, babe, the afterlife and all, but as you died, you promised me that you would try to write or call, and I've been waiting ever since. Every Sunday I hold seances with like-minded adults and roll your corpse into the living room and try to find your pulse and then repine at the results. I've even got my windowsills lined up with ultraviolet bulbs, shrunken shrines of human skulls and other signs of the occult. But now I'm at a fucking loss, cause honey, nothing seems to work. Like I've been astrally projecting my body beyond my dreams through the fabric of space and time, so you can spot me at the seams. I ventured through the upside down hoping you caught me in between, but maybe if you've got the tech, then you could haunt me on my screens. Like you should infiltrate my newsfeed. I swear no one would notice. You could float beside some bogus BuzzFeed quiz about the POTUS, be a pixelated phantom ghost on clickbait propaganda posts and dictate what you're thinking through a catchy headline. Like one weird reason why it's great to be ethereal, or 20 signs you're dead now and your soul is immaterial. Or if it's late at night, then you could swoop in from the shadow realm and talk to me through pop-up ads that show up over adult films on anything you're into. We could start with MILF or facial. You could beam your interspatial spirit into interracial. If you're feeling sort of formal, we could pizza date on Skype, and I could call the corner over and we could share the corner slice. When it's time to go to bed, then we could leave our cameras on. And if the netherworld has one day shipping free on Amazon, then you could slumber as you ship yourself. I swear the shit delivers quick. Or send me the address and I could meet you by the river Styx. I Twitter beef with Namtar by the Tigris and Euphrates. I could snap you while I'm snagging sacred threads of life from Hades. I would loot Duat and photocopy pirate the papyrus, change the records and then have a Facebook flame war with Osiris. And either way, I can't wait to talk or reunite. I've been so lonely since you died, I've tried to walk towards the light. And if the gods of death oppose or harmless want to reconvene, then maybe we could sneak you by him if you haunt me through a screen.
It's been far too long that you and I have been alone. You could rectify that if you haunt me through my phone. No, I don't wanna deal with voodoo dolls and figurines. I could do without them if you'd haunt me through my screen.
I'm just frustrated, I guess. I've hung out in countless graveyards, drawn pentagrams and slaughtered goats, and even took a course on hunting ghosts from Pentecostal folks, but never once have gotten close. Last month I sat with local psychics and their crystal jewels and tried to find my old T-Mobile sidekick phone from middle school, just so maybe if you're bored of fortune-telling tarot cards and magic words, then you could tweet 140 characters, so I could throw away my voodoo dolls and stop chanting my juju mantras that my guru taught us. And if you slide into some YouTube comments, you could scroll the comment page or you could leave it blank. If your specter is perceptible, we tell them it's a prank. And if you still don't send responses, I'd assume the problem's technical, and I would call Verizon just so someone could inspect it all. I'd tell him I just want a close encounter of the spectral kind. He'd ask if we turned on our modem router for a second time and plugged it incorrectly to the voltage power socket line and tried to tear a portal hole through to your paranormal soul, so me and you could catch up on a toll-free spirit mortal call. Or we could see a witch doctor, she'd probably be skeptical. Clinician with a stethoscope, the specimen not skeletal, the symptoms metaphysical, the convalescent soulless. At first her diagnosis diagnosis could be we should try hypnosis. But truthfully, if you could choose the way that you're reborn, I hope you use the 3G phone and you eschew the Ouija board. And at this point, I don't really know why I learned ESP4 when you can just descend and settle in my USB port or my NVIDIA GeForce or my video AV cord. There's no need for Santa Muerte when I've got a QWERTY keyboard. We could play a game of esports, you and I'd be on a team. And if you're feeling odious, I'll put my audio on stream. I'll still have your favorite games, babe, I've got them all on Steam. We'll get started when you're ready once you haunt me through a screen. It's been far too long that you and I have been alone. You could rectify that if you haunt me through my phone. No, I don't wanna deal with voodoo dolls and figurines. I could do without them if you'd haunt me through my screen. If I could turn back time, maybe I could make you mine. How could I have been so blind? Maybe I could make you mine. If I could, maybe I could say hi. Maybe I'd feel relieved. Maybe that would give me closure. Maybe that's too naive. Or maybe I could walk by, wear my heart on my sleeve, and maybe we would lock eyes, and it'd be hard to believe. But maybe we would both laugh, and I could ask how she was, and wonder if she thinks about the times we used to be us. And maybe I could ask why, or maybe I would say please, but maybe she's with a guy, and maybe I should just leave. Or maybe I could stop time, cause the world to just freeze, make corners of this room dissolve with every breath that I breathe, until it's just me and her, and we would fall from our feet and flitter down into the pitch black with no floor underneath. And we could fall through December and maybe shatter through June, and we could crash land in April and wake up back in our room, and she'd be there in my arms right before she was gone. And while I lay there, I'd retrace to myself where I went wrong. If I could turn back time, maybe I could make you mine. How could I have been so blind? Maybe I could make you mine. If I could hit rewind, maybe I could make you mine. Maybe things would turn out fine. Maybe I could make you mine. Maybe she's just as bored. What if she's as depressed? Maybe I should drink more. Maybe I should think less. How did things end so badly? How did things even end? I don't remember exactly, don't ask me. On our way back from Atlanta, we were holed up in a taxi. She was asleep in the backseat, I was just drinking a smoothie, Jamba Juice, mango and flaxseed. She woke up groggy and tapped me, headphones in bumping the max speed. Looked at her, paused it on track 3. She sighed and looked at me angry. I asked her what, and she snapped back, nothing, it's fine. I said, no, what's on your mind? She snapped back, nothing, it's fine. I said, well, fuck it, I'm trying. She sniffled, fuck you, I'm crying. Still have no fucking idea the what or the who or the why, but we just stopped talking, and that was the end. No text or call or coffee, no let's just be friends. We sat there silently through North Carolina and West Virginia, and hours passed, and the anxious quiet continued till I fell asleep and woke up to the driver alone. He told me he drove past her neighborhood and dropped her off home, and that was it, and now we're here, 2
Get closer. That still works.
Still works. We all got internet personas. Internet personas we hide behind. We hide behind. We all got demons deep inside us. Demons deep inside us. We try to hide. We try to hide. I forgot who it is I truly am long ago, but I'll keep searching for it while I can. I knew a boy boy who could outline a shape in a second. That's display was eclectic in a way that was second to none. He had a hand that swam like fish in the seas, and a pen stroke could bring any critic to his knees. It was beautiful, flowing like the blood inside my arteries. He painted hearts as targets and was practicing his archery, mastering the artistry he carried in his chest, until at best it was a godsend and worst was a part of me, till suddenly things began to seem different. Moods dissipated into blue and gray pigments, but surface-wise his screen names were never inefficient as a method to communicate that happiness was with him. So a couple thousand people saw a perfectly innocuous complexion, while I was trying to talk him through depression. The lesson to be learned is that your heroes aren't invincible, just normal folks who often need expression. So pause and leave a message. If you want, they'd probably appreciate it. Internet personas, internet personas, we hide behind, we hide behind. We all got demons deep inside us, demons deep inside us. We try to hide, we try to hide. And I forgot who it is I truly am long ago, but I'll keep searching for it while I can. I knew a person who could cultivate the words that they align in a way that could coerce a train to fly. A perfect state of mind in which to learn creative rhymes until their person was unburdened by the verses they designed and they began to lose their touch. The little quirks in all their writing became terse and uninviting, and ingesting any lettering they surgeoned into life instead of being entertainment was inert and just absurd, and all the work was fucking tiring. And suddenly they were writing less and less. In spite of their success, they saw no light and second guessed the creativity they harbored in their heart. There's only so much fucking artwork you can make till you forget the way to start. So a couple million people saw some dipping in the frequency of music while they fought idiosyncrasy that slept as mental illness and woke as some peculiar trait of thought that masqueraded as a symptom of a hindering delinquency. I hope that all these words have made you think of me. Internet personas, internet personas, we all got 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 internet personas, internet personas.
More than 20 million people use Grammarly every day to improve their writing. You can use it on your computer or your phone. And for your most important work, Grammarly's editor provides comprehensive writing feedback on correctness, clarity, engagement, and delivery, so you and your ideas can make an impact. Elevate your cover letter from good to great with compelling word choice and concise phrasing to catch the hiring manager's attention. Then step into your role with confidence, knowing you can customize your goals to ensure your writing adapts to connect.
Got my eyes on a computer screen, trying to work my digits in. I fidget with my lettering, but never with my sentences. I pause and check the clock, and it appears at 6 a.m. again. Another night wasted or another day finished, and my mind is steady running in place. I don't want to fall asleep, cause I got so much to say, but I don't want to stay awake and keep exhaustion at bay, because I'm presently just dead inside the bed where I lay. I might as well work now, maybe it could suffice. It's more a method of confusion than a dip into life. It's like my body parts are planning out an intricate heist, except my mind has been logged in on a different device, and my session expired. I'm exceptionally tired. Every step is like fire straight from my head to my toes. See, I'm an excellent liar when I've slept the required 8 or 7 hours prior, but at present I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep and get some good night's rest. That sounds like a good plan. Well, good night. Okay, rise and shine. Hello to the ladybugs. Insert several other stupid phrases about waking up. Rub the sleep out of my eyes and view the clock that hangs above. And hit the snooze a couple times to keep my hours 8 or plus. Check my phone once, twice, 3 times, 4. Just so I can see the second I'm messaged by Mona Moore. For a date or a small excursion straight to a donut store. Where I'm holding an open door to convey that I'm spoken for. And it's great, it's a total score. A wonderful set of things that exist in my present bubble of love. Where the petals sing as they're blooming on every flower. Moving to better things, engulfed in a heavy shower of rain that the weather brings. And even though my days might be presented slow, they pass before my eyes at higher rates than even engines go. The cycle will repeat itself like history and Reddit posts. So what's the point in fighting? I'm staying up and letting go.
Building your business online takes effort, and when it's ready for the world to see, that's where Google Ads helps. Say you're an online fashion brand with this season's hottest hats. When she searches for one, your ad will appear alongside her Google results, making sure that what
You say that you don't like them, but I see you all the time.
thinking of you, thinking of you.
Hey, do you want to save money when you shop online? You should click right here and download Honey. Nope, no.
We all got internet personas. Internet personas we hide behind. We hide behind. We all got demons deep inside us. Demons deep inside us. We try to hide. We try to hide. And I forgot who it is I truly am. Long ago. But I'll keep searching for it while I knew a boy who could outline a shape in a second. Its display was eclectic in a way that was second to none. He had a hand that swam like fish in the seas, and a pen stroke that bring any critic to his knees. It was beautiful, flowing like the blood inside my arteries. He painted hearts as targets and was practicing his archery, mastering the artistry he carried in his chest, until at best it was a godsend and worst was a part of me, till suddenly things began to seem different. Moods dissipated into blue and gray pigments, but surface-wise the screen names were never inefficient as a method to communicate that happiness was with him. So a couple thousand people saw a perfectly innocuous complexion, while I was trying to talk him through depression. The lesson to be learned is that your heroes aren't invincible, just normal folks who often need expression. So pause and leave a message. If you want, they'd probably appreciate it. Internet personas. Internet personas we hide behind. We hide behind. We all got demons deep inside us. Demons deep inside us. We try to hide. We try to hide. And I forgot who it is I truly am. Long ago. But I'll keep searching for it while I can. I knew a person who could cultivate the words that they align in a way that could coerce a train to fly. A perfect state of mind in which to learn creative rhymes until their person wasn't burdened by the verses they designed and they began to lose their touch. The little quirks in all their writing became terse and uninviting, and ingesting any lettering they surgeoned into life instead of being entertainment was inert and just absurd, and all the work was fucking tiring. And suddenly they were writing less and less. In spite of their success, they saw no light and second guessed the creativity they harbored in their heart. There's only so much fucking artwork you can make till you forget the way to start. So a couple million people saw some dipping in the frequency of music while they fought idiosyncrasy that slept as mental illness and woke as some peculiar trait of thought that masqueraded as a symptom of a hindering delinquency. I hope that all these words have made you think of me. Internet personas. Internet personas, we all got 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 internet personas.
Power cannot be controlled.
We can stop it.
All units.
Yo. This is a thank you for everything. A semicolon hovering where something once was menacing. A soon to be continued that exists after the ending screen. The only song I know that I would ever even wish to sing. When heat is blistering, you're the ice that's glistening and inside my cup of tea, which is also you. Interesting. Throughout all the seasons in this transition of winter, spring, you've been here beside me with the sweet nothings you're whispering. You're a lovable, angelic piece of perfect, and anything I do for you is worth it times 1.5 million. We can sit and be resilient and laugh in between the subtle compliments and billions of half kiss, half hug, half cuddle moments we share. And I know it's unfair that we could only spend a few days here, but I'm yours and I think that it's clear. So forget about goodbye, this is see you soon, my dear. Cause I love you and I'd like to spend forever in the subtle warmth inside your arms like fireplaces embers. I will try my best to keep you by my side until the weather turns apocalyptic and we end up drifting to the nether. But we'd still be wearing sweaters when we got there, cause we're both way too caught up all in our cuteness to care about hot air. And even if it burnt me alive, I'd have my crosshairs set up on your heart, making art, cause why stop there? I'd keep on creating for you till my final days, dancing in the living room and smooching while the vinyl plays. I've been losing track of the romantic shit I'm trying to say, but basically I love you and that's kinda gay. I'ma stay by your side when I can, and keep your grip on my hand, cause we can both hear the compliments coming in from these pals of mine. I've been wondering if you would be my Valentine. And get a whiff of the flowers, it's got me faded out my mind like I'm sniffing the powder or I'm twisting the sour. You can never pop my raft if you make me drop my craft, and I'll remember the hour, cause this is sickness and showers. It's been raining diseases and that snow on the ground has got me insane in my thesis, at least I think so. But this that type of shit you drink slow. Fan base screaming got me right until my ink's low. Hear the 808 smack like pencils in the classroom back when class blew like Mentos and Coke. I'm broke but I rap like Sarandu. The fans cool, you're killing every mic that we hand you. Might be the man to go hard as bamboozle in the competition, saving shit like Batman do. Landslide rapping, send them back where they came from. Who cares about the differences? We all circle the same sun. They got me reading books of war, like what the hell you looking for? Cause even if the world's gonna change, the only thing that stays the same is the fluorescence at the core. Like what the hell you looking for? This got me reading books of war. And even if the world's gonna change, I know I'll always feel this pain like a fucking crooked sword. Welcome to the Crack Pipe Chronicles. That's right, vominos. Get a move on and get smacked like Bionado. Nah bro, gotta go, that flow is unstoppable. Team for the dope kids, cutting your life like Papa Roach. Lots of dough, never ducking round where coppers go. Flipping like Eric Costin and spitting bars on a Compton flow. Except that Western Indiana's where my place is, bitch. And I'ma bring my state across the nation, call it Pacers Knicks. In New York, I'm a blatant hit. Not to mention out in Cali where them Lakers sit, cause we've been blowing up in Maryland. Call it the Boston Marathon, but you're stuck in security with metal in your carry-on. I'm like Jerry Tom's running from the cunning kids, skating every day and popping trays, front blunt and shit. Son of a bitch, I just saw my face on a flat screen, but that's what happens when you're running shit like a track team. They got me reading books of war, like what the hell you looking for? Cause even if the world's gonna change, the only thing that stays the same is the fluorescence at the core. Like what the hell you looking for? This got me reading books of war. And even if the world's gonna change, I know I'll always feel this pain like a fucking crooked sword. They got me reading books of war. Like what the hell you looking for?